What's up, everybody? We're back, and this is the Bree Shooter Show. I'm your host, Lou, joined by my very good friend, Christian, aka Moneymaker.
Yes, sir.
And we're back. Sorry about that. Again, just to recap, we have a very special guest today. We have the lovely Crystal Rosas. She is the afternoon from 2 to 7 host on the Maxwell and Crystal show, which airs on Z100, the world famous Z100 radio station in New York City. Crystal is she's been in the radio game for a minute now. Prior to that, she worked with the Warriors, basketball franchise, and she also worked with the Oakland Athletics Major League Baseball team doing their social media advertising. So a lot to talk to about Crystal. She's a fellow Latino. She's of Mexican descent, originally from San Francisco. She's living now in New York, and we're really excited to have her on the show to talk to her about working on the. No, I tried it. Yeah, no, really. Okay, so hotels, man. I mean, listen, Chris, what can you do, man? You're right, though. Part of me does say, hey, I am paying for this, but is there a limit? Is there a limit? Like,
And
how much is too much?
yeah, well, like I said, I think everything is included in the price. So yeah,
Really?
yes.
But like I tell you, it's funny though, because when you see those little carts and the housekeepers are, they're doing the turn down services, and it's just out there. It's like it's free game.
Well, it's included in the price. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, so
And that's why I brought it up to you, because I know people are gonna be looking at me like, oh my God, Chris, how can you do that? I'm like, I want to know if other people out there, they take those little shampoo and those little lotion things when you book a hotel or whatever.
Listen, what's crazy? In the 80s, like guys were taking full. So guys were taking full robes, towels. Like I heard crazy stories. People going with 2 belts, Chris. They're unmounting TVs. I mean, all types of craziness. I think you're good to go.
Oh no, this is perfect, beautiful.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Crystal Rosas. And make sure your mic is on.
Check 1 2.
Yes.
Wow, see the difference when you're dealing with a pro. Welcome, Crystal. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Bree Shooters.
Thank you, Chris and Lou. I'm so happy to be here.
It's a true delight to have you on. So let's start with the move to New York. How was that? Are you fully acclimated, or you still miss San Francisco?
I'm loving New York.
Are you really?
It's everything I wanted and more.
Look at you. You got the grills too. Oh my God. She was down at the Lancey. They hooked you up? They hooked you up?
This is all the Bay.
That's all the Bay. Oh, get out of here.
I had to come correct.
Look at you. Grills. So, are you fully acclimated? How's it going? Like, how's the transition?
My New York birthday is coming up on May 22nd.
Oh, good for you.
Yes.
Wow. You balling out or what?
Oh yeah, we're going all out.
Okay,
we're going to the club. We're going to the strip club. Whatever we need to do. But no, I'm loving New York. I wanted to move here and live here so bad, and it's exceeded my expectations of everything. So I'm super blessed. Super blessed.
Nice. How about the food?
I'm gonna be honest, New York. I'm sorry, but Cali beach balls in the food.
Really?
Yes.
Get out of here. What about the pizza?
Wait.
Come on, that's what everybody saw.
How
about the pizza?
They probably beat us in the food and maybe in the taco, but not.
Okay, la comida mexicana for sure. We got that on pack in California. También la comida china. Like the Chinese food out there is so much better.
It depends.
You know what?
Okay.
I don't even have a reference point, so I can't. I can't argue what we haven't eaten over there, dude.
That's what I'm saying. What I find is because I live in the city, and a lot of places I go are mad overpriced for like not good quality. So it's like a base quality in California. You're gonna get good quality food for what you pay for. Here, you're gonna pay a crazy amount, and it's gonna be mid.
Yes,
but
I agree.
But I gotta be totally honest with you though. If you're in the city though, a lot of the spots you're going to see are those like commercial franchise type. So the quality of food is not that great. Yeah. But you got to go to the barrio. Where were we?
Hold on, no, but she's talking about Chinese food, and I have to agree with her.
Chinatown?
No. Chinese,
if you go to Chinatown, what's the spot where you got to go down the stairs? I mean, It's legendary. Everybody goes there. But Chinatown, they do not accept credit cards.
Oh,
You got to go
no.
with cash. Italy's over there too. Little Italy,
Italy.
yeah, they have.
But
great-
I
Pero lo
agree with her.
mismo. It's just
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
mid.
I gotta agree with her because the Chinese food in Puerto Rico is way better than the one here. In New York.
Oh wow.
Crazy.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Ask anybody from that has traveled, because like I said, we don't have no reference point with her.
No, you're right. You're right.
I think I'm.
But
I
yeah.
think I drank
Wait,
it.
so where are you guys from? Like what like your families?
We're both Puerto Rican.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay, got you.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait a minute. I'm fully.
I'm a New York Rican.
Okay, okay. You know you're Rican for sure.
I just mess. He's Puerto Rican. I just like to fuck with him.
So Crystal, quick question. How do you get started in the radio game? I mean, first of all, kudos to you being a Latina on a major platform. You got Ryan Seacrest there. You got Elvis Duran, who's a legend. So you're really great company. And so tell us about your story. How did it start for you?
I really appreciate that. Thanks so much. I started as a prize pig. That's what we call it in radio. Esa gente que llama y llama siempre con los boletos. They
okay.
always want tickets, right?
Yeah.
I was like in high school and college, and I was always calling in because I was trying to get free tickets to concerts because I wanted to be a groupie, but I had to have the cash like that. So I kept winning so much, and I would go to the events and I would see them with the T-shirts. In San Francisco, the equivalent to Z100 is it's called Wild 94.9.
Okay.
And it was like the pop-in radio station, and they had all these events all the time. And I saw someone with a T-shirt. I was like, "Can I do this? How do I do this? How do I be involved?"
Wow.
And she was like, "Come be an intern." So I interned for free. That's when they were just exploiting us as interns. And you gotta grind. You gotta do what you gotta do. So I interned for like a year and a half for free. I did the street team. I was setting up the tents. I was taking pictures of you at the concerts. And then I started doing the digital side a little bit when like Instagram's kind of popping off, but Facebook's the place.
Yes.
And so I was helping do that. And the digital director at the time, her name was Sina. She was like, "Why don't you try being an intern on the morning show?" So then I started interning on the morning radio show there on Wild 94.9. And they were mad cool. And then after about a year of doing that for free too, they finally plugged me in to be on a producer, like the associate producer.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
And then I did that for 4 years. And then in 2018, my mom brought me to a mother-daughter trip to New York.
Okay.
Nice.
And as soon as we were flying down, I started crying. I was like, "This is the most beautiful city I've ever seen, Mom. I'm going to move here. I'm sorry. I'm leaving."
Wow.
This was in 2018. And then my boss was like, "Yo, chill. Like, yo.
You just got on. You just got on.
We'll give you your own show." So,
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
So he pulled me from the morning show. He put me into nights
Nice.
by myself, which was so cool. And I grew a lot there. I learned a lot there. And then in 2021, the beginning of 2021, they were like, "Yo, finally." When you go to a new place and you're always getting telemarketer calls from that place you were just at?
Exactly.
I would always pick up like, "New York, you got a job for me?" "Oh, it's a New York telemarketer." Like, "You got a job for me?" And now I was a New York telemarketer. And finally, it was my director now. And he was like, "Yo, we got a spot for you."
Nice.
And so come over to
That's
Z100.
awesome,
and
man.
it's been a blessing since.
God bless.
That's a true story for anybody that wants to go get it. You have to put that effort forward.
Got to put in the time.
But I do have to say, there was so many people from our raza that helped me along the way. Like some of my mentors are all Latinos. I have I don't know if you know Carolina Bermudez. She used to be on the Elvis Morning Show.
Oh yes.
Yeah, she's big.
She's
big.
She
She has her
big.
own morning show now, and she was someone that really helped me. So I'm very thankful that there's a lot of people above me that helped open doors.
Nice.
And that right there, that gives me a lot of joy because we're supposed to help each other as Latinos because at the end of the day, it makes me feel good that Latinos helped you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We all at some point, especially here, we all you go your way, I go my way. I'm gonna do me, you do you, and for some reason, my progress impedes yours. No, we could be in two different paths. So being when you just said that gets me happy.
There's room for all to eat.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely right.
It's like when you do drugs.
All right.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
We don't do randoms yet. But so you make it to New York, the place you want to be. Do you have the time slot that you want? Because I know in radio that morning slot is big. Is that something you're eyeing?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. When I first applied, the overnight position was open.
Okay.
So that's I think like 2 to 6 or something like that. So that's what they told me to apply to. Like everyone was like, "Yo, the overnight position at Z100 is available. Go apply to that." And in the back of my head, I was like, I'm going to move to New York for overnights. Like, that's crazy. Like, I'll do it for New York because I love it. But if the money's okay, I'll do it. If I can live in a safe spot on my own, I'll do it. And I thought that when I got the call from the director, he was going to tell me, we're putting you in overnights. And he was like, Crystal, we're mixing it up a little bit. We want to start a new afternoon show, and we would like you to be a part of it.
Oh, nice.
That's sweet.
And that's what I say. New York is better than a dream I could have had for myself, because afternoons was never even in my realm of possibilities. And now we just got the book back, and we're like second in the entire New York City afternoon. Like, it's incredible. So I'm super blessed and thankful that they gave me this opportunity and said, you know what, she's ready for this. And I feel like I've been trying my best.
Sweet. It's funny that you say that, because sometimes when they see you come up at a specific place, you need to leave in order to evolve. And maybe, I don't know, maybe that door will remain open later on. You go back and do mornings at home and you'll be close to family. But I think you did make the great move, leaving. Maxwell, was there a prior relationship? Do you guys work together, or it just happened? Because you guys have really good chemistry.
Thank you. He's super, super dope. During the pandemic, iHeart did Jingle Ball virtually.
Okay.
And so they were looking for hosts to do like a pre-show or a post-show. And the national team reached out to me and they said, hey, Crystal, we've looked at your stuff. We'd love for you to do the national post-show for Jingle Ball. We're going to put you up with Maxwell. That's the first time that I worked with him.
Okay.
And that was 2020 Jingle Ball. So when everything was still dead, right?
Yeah, lockdown.
December 2020. And then January was when the overnight position opened. And then Maxwell was like, or I was like, hey, Maxwell, what's this looking like? He's like, yeah, apply, dude. And he was cool. Like, we were hella cool when we first worked together. He was really sweet. He was hella cool. And even till now, like, we're homies. He's there for me. I'm there for him every day. And I'm super blessed. He's really, really cool.
What's not to love a Chicana with grills? She's on my team all day.
Thank you. And I'm really proud of him too. He's the first Black guy to ever host afternoons on
Really?
Z100.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah. Z100 was, not to knock them, but they were a little stuffy back in the days. And you see them, they're evolving. The talent that they have now, it's really, it's more, it's catering to both sides. Not only
it's catering to our listeners,
yeah, exactly,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
Our demographic,
Yes,
which
absolutely.
is, I'm so happy that they're going that direction, because the talent should be reflective of the demo.
Absolutely. Tell us about the Golden State Warriors. Do you have a ring to go with the grill?
Oh,
do you have a championship ring?
Yo, those are crazy.
Because I heard they give it to
years.
everybody that wins a championship.
Right? I that was just so crazy, because they were just winning back to back to back. And it's probably my mom calling me. Yeah, it's my dad. Hey, Papi. Oh, my nephew. Hey, everyone. I'm on a podcast right now. I'll call y'all back. They're always clocked in. I don't have time to miss my family, because they're always on me. Those years when they were just winning and winning, I mean, were the best, because the first few years I was on the morning show, so I was able to go to the night games.
Nice.
I was able to go to the parades right after the morning show. I was able to hit everything, and it was so lit and it was so live, and the Bay was just on fire and everyone was coming together. Like, the streets were just packed. And then not only that, we had the Giants simultaneously winning at the same time.
Yes.
So it's like parade after parade after parade. And at that point, you're just a whole Bay Area fan. My pobre Oakland A's. Like, they just, something could happen there, because I'm an Oakland girl, but I'm an all Bay Area fan. But yeah, the Warriors, they did it. I think like Steph is just back, or I don't know.
No, he's playing. He's back. He's doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
What did you work for the Golden State Warriors at one point, right?
I did do some, it was like International Women's Month, so I'd partnered with them a few times. I worked with the Oakland A's. I was their social media influencer for 2 seasons, so that was really fun.
Nice.
Yeah, so they were both great. I didn't do too much with the Warriors. I was trying to wiggle in there, but it was still really fun.
This was while you were in the radio simultaneously. You were doing with the sports teams also?
Yeah, I was trying to get in anywhere I could. I was trying to
so serious.
put the pedal to the metal for sure.
That's how you have to be.
Yeah.
And it paid off.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's paying off.
Thank you.
And you had an acting part. I forget the name of the show that you appeared on. Is that something you're looking to pursue now that you're in New York? More acting opportunities? Because I got to tell you, you look super young, so I can see you easily like in so many different
She
roles.
does. I'm thinking she's like 18. 19
I know,
years
I
old.
was like-
I'm not trying to ask her age, but she looks very, very
You look
young.
really young. God bless you.
Yes.
Thank you. Just a lot of lotion.
Wow.
When I need Botox, I'll get that too. No, I'm not 30 yet, but I did do a show called My Princess Presenta, which was a quinceañera show.
Yes.
Okay.
So that was kind of cool. It was on like a smaller Latino station. I was really excited for the opportunity and to work with everyone there. It was awesome. And yeah, I'm definitely looking into doing more TV stuff. I've been already on Fox out here
Nice.
to like represent iHeart. So I'm definitely trying to get onto TV and acting and things like that as well.
All right, good for you. I can see that happen. Definitely happening, especially with the way you look, your energy. I
Yeah.
could just see it, definitely happening for you.
Thank you.
So making a move over here was probably a good. Well, I
It
don't
was.
know.
Well, it was.
It was.
The opportunities just aren't the same in the Bay. I mean, the Bay Area is awesome, and I'm so thankful for it. But here, like, cada semana hay algo. There's something new. There's premieres. There's the celebrities. There's the music, and in the Bay, it's just a lot slower because everyone defaults to LA,
Gotcha.
right?
That's the big city. That's
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
yes.
So, how was your first winter up here? Was it rough?
Yo, let me tell you, I was here in 2019 just to see Wendy Williams come back after that whole Kevin thing. Because remember, Wendy like had her whole thing with her husband, the baby, so she took a break. She came back, and I was such a big Wendy fan, and so I flew in just to see her comeback show.
Wow.
And that was the same weekend that a huge blizzard happened. Like all the streets were closed, like the airplane, everything was, the airports was closed. And I was in my Obrigo just like walking around the streets. It was snowing, it was cold. I was like, I could do this. I could live here. I think so. So when I had my first winter here, and then they had like the first big winter and COVID after COVID, and then they had the whole snowball fight, and I was just in there like, give me New York. I want the snow. Give it to me. Like, it's tough out here. I'm very lucky that, I get to take the bus and the train. So it's not too crazy for me to go to work and all that. But I loved it. I loved it. If you have your gloves, if you have your jacket, if you have your boots, if you prepare your 3 leggings, estás bien, no?
Yes.
It's all about layers. You just got to have a lot of layers.
Yeah. So I'm lucky.
Yeah. So, on your show, I saw, I put up a little clip that you had a little Nas X. Have you met your dream interview person yet, or who is that person, by the way?
I really want to interview Taylor Swift. I'm a Swiftie.
Really?
I'm like all over the place. Like, I know I'm from Oakland. I love Taylor Swift. I'm like, who is this bitch? I know, I get it. I really want to interview Taylor Swift. She's my favorite, and the reason I started playing the guitar and got into, I like was writing songs when I was little, like all that stuff. So Taylor Swift is probably my number one. But I really wanted to meet Danny DeVito. And I met him. I met him.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
In New York or
In the Bay.
In the Bay, okay.
Were you taller than him?
Oh my, he's so small. He was like,
He's like, I got him. I can post him up.
Yo, like he was my number one person to ever meet in the world.
Really?
Danny DeVito. Like I'm a huge Danny DeVito fan. And it just so happened that he went to this restaurant that some of my friends' parents knew, and they all knew he was going to be there. So I showed up, and he was drunk. He was hella cool. He slapped my ass. I loved it. Like,
Wow.
It was iconic. Like I loved it. I loved every second of meeting him.
How long was that?
This was
Chris, she's in her 20s. Wasn't that long ago?
No.
He could still get canceled.
Do not cancel
I don't want
it.
to
How do you cancel a 70-year-old man?
I wasn't about to cancel it. I said maybe we get some money out of this.
I know,
I don't want
right?
to cancel him. I don't want to cancel him.
Need some tacos. Right?
This
Some free
was-
tacos.
I was still as a server at a restaurant, so this was like 6 years ago, maybe 7
okay.
years ago.
Wow.
Yeah,
You can tell he's from that old school.
yeah, that was lit. So those are my people. Taylor Swift and Danny DeVito.
Wow.
Ryan Seacrest, have you seen him? I think he records remotely, or is he ever in the station?
He records remotely.
Okay.
So he's usually doing the live with Kelly and
Kelly,
Ryan,
yeah.
which is so cool. I don't think I've met him yet, but when Max and I first started our show, he sent a video to us saying thank you,
Oh,
which
wow.
was so sweet.
Very
and
nice.
every day when he logs off of his show, he says Maxwell and Crystal's up next. So like every single day he says our name, which is insane.
Wow, that is nice.
Right?
That is very
It's
nice.
I still pinch myself sometimes. I'm like, yep, that's Ryan saying my name, no big deal.
So, are anything big coming up that folks should look out for with your show?
Yeah,
or anything
so-
that you're working on in general?
Yes, I obviously have my afternoon show. You can listen all over on iHeartRadio or even in the New York tri-state area. I have my own podcast every week. It's called Crystal's Nightcap, and you
Nice.
can stream it wherever you go. I go on a different date off the apps every week.
Okay, is it every day or
It's
or
once
just
a week.
Once a week. So
Once a week.
but you just
No. I'm sorry. Break that. So you go on a different date. Explain.
Yeah, so I'll just go hard on like Bumble, Raya, Tinder, all of them, and I'll just find a date.
Are you crazy?
And yeah, and then I'll usually bring one of my homegirls, and we'll go double date. We'll go double team this dude.
Well, great. That's awesome for the dude.
Why don't we
Yeah,
do
But
that?
you see how girls can get away with so much shit.
Why don't we could
A
do
guy
that?
does that. He's like he's a dirtbag, but a girl's experimental.
perv.
He's a perv.
He's a perv. No, but for sure we could do. Let's go on. Let's go on
Yeah,
Tinder.
go on date,
Let's-
go on
Let's listen to how it turns out. Let's listen to how it turns out. So you got to
That's
tell us
my
how this works out because
podcast.
this is really cool. So any creepy encounters? I could imagine.
Creepy. Well, what I'm finding more is that guys present themselves one way at first,
Okay.
or they'll come off like something like within the first 10 minutes or whatever. But then the more time you spend with them, they just flip the switch. They are a complete different person, or they just have been blowing up what they're saying more than they should have.
Okay.
A lot of catfishes in person.
I was about
like,
to say that catfishy.
they look like they're pictures, but then when you meet them in person, they just act different.
Okay.
So that's what I'm kind of dealing with. The guy will tell me, "Oh, I'm in real estate," and later on, I find out, "No, you're a drug dealer." Like, okay, bro, like you really got me with that one.
Well, he technically is controlling an area,
A real
a
estate,
geo.
a real
No
estate, a real
judgment.
estate.
No, get your money how you can get it. But I think my drug dealer dating days are over.
No, absolutely. Are you presenting yourself as who you are, or okay, got you?
No, I can't.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
Especially for the sake of the podcast.
Okay,
And I try to be honest in there, but I also don't try to hurt people's feelings
got you.
because people do listen somehow. Or
Exactly.
I just found out even one time just through a friend, "Oh, this sounds like you. Was this you?" And they did find out it was them. I don't say stuff that's hella mean, but I am honest.
Mhm.
Got you.
And I just tell them that I'm a writer. I just say I'm a writer.
Okay. So
No, go ahead.
So do they wait? You go on dates? Are you recording the dates, or like you're actually recording the dates, or you just say the experience on the podcast?
I just say the experience on the podcast. I'm
Okay.
not there where I'm like vlogging it or
Okay,
asking them
okay.
to be a vlogs. That's just too much right now. But that would be cool to turn it into like a reality show or
I'm
something.
Gonna, I'm gonna steal that
crazy.
idea. We're going on Tinder tonight.
Yes,
We're on Tinder tonight.
I can't wait.
Any potential candidates from this experiment that you be like, what? He's not that bad. I might,
Well, the thing is, at first, yes, right? You'll go on a first date and it's good, and then you'll go on the second date and you'll find out something, and then you'll go on the third date and you're like,
so you have
"You're a
follow-up
drug
dates.
dealer." Yeah, I'll sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll sometimes.
He's like, Mama, meet me at Washington Heights.
Or like he said, "Oh, I have a brand new car," and he pulls up. It's like the side has been sideswiped. I'm like, I feel this is dangerous for me to get in here. Like, I get that New York driving is crazy, but I don't feel safe. There haven't been any like potential. No, I'll follow up. Right, I'll follow if I
Yes.
need to or if I don't, and then usually it's not really it.
Is it a social experiment for the show, or are you really trying to find love in New York, or?
It really is for the content, but it really is like if I find a daddy, then that's daddy,
Exactly,
But
exactly.
so it's a no lose really for
Gotcha.
me because it's great content. And I did date someone seriously the first few months I lived here that I met here,
Okay.
and I did find that okay, it's getting a little boring for the podcast. Like I need to switch it up. I feel like this is boring. Like you don't want to hear me like cuddled up, watching Netflix. Like that's boring. But siempre hay algo. Ultimately, that didn't work out, but it's still a good listen.
Exactly.
For our listeners, what are you looking for? What's the criteria? Latin man, or you're open?
Oh, I've bounced around. I've dated my first Jew guy. I dated my first Albanian.
Okay.
Like I'm mixing it up. Where I've been on like the PR dudes.
Have you dated fat guys?
I'll date fat guys. I love that.
two fat guys. Let me tell you, you will never be the same. A, we know all the good eats. B, we go to buffets. You win. You win all day.
We're foodies before the foodie thing came out. We were foodies.
No, fat guys usually have baby mamas. I feel like they usually have baby mamas.
Listen, if you're gonna harp on that, you're not gonna have fun.
No offense, and I'm not mad at that, but I just y'all have priorities, and I'm not one, so I'll let you handle that.
Listen, it's okay. The 5 kids, they come to us with the movies.
I love
she
kids.
The buffet. I mean, the matinee.
She
Just
shot us down.
I know.
The baby mama thing just we can't hit her back.
I think that was a Puerto Rican stab.
Oh,
I know you guys got a couple of kids.
You fat Puerto Rican guys, yeah, you got at least 5 baby mamas.
Oh no.
So, the podcast, where can they find? I love the concept. When
Thank
could they
you.
find it, and when does it air?
You can find it on our free iHeartRadio app. You can find it on Apple, Google Play, Spotify, everywhere you stream.
Okay.
It'll most likely have Crystal's Nightcap. I drop new episodes every week, usually Mondays or Tuesdays, and sometimes I'll do double episodes a week.
Gotcha,
Mhm.
man. I'm almost tempted. I want to be in that back seat to see what goes down.
It's
Don't
fun.
believe her. Don't believe her.
Come along. If you guys could be spies, wow, that would be so lit.
That is cool. In addition to that, are it seems like your hands are full, but are you working on anything else that our listeners could look out for, or
I've been working with I've
Yeah,
been
any
working
projects?
I've been working with the national team a lot for iHeart. So we have some like new pilots that they're trying to test out. So I'm really excited about that.
Oh, nice.
And whatever comes my way, I've been on the lookout right now. I'm actually having a few meetings with different agents to get a booking agent to see what I can audition for, apply for, and it's a lot, yeah, with social media, TikTok, keeping up with all of that. It is a lot, but it's a good time, and just trying to make that money out here because y'all know it's just
It's
expensive,
expensive.
and it's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
You go all these places, these girls got this and that, and it's like, damn, where's your sugar daddy at?
You're right. What's that website called?
Seeking arrangements.
No, what's the other? Well, I didn't even know.
She's
giving me
I'm putting
game.
y'all on.
She's giving me
My girl's on that one. It works out for she got new titties.
Wow.
I was like, yes, queen.
Let's stay there for a second.
The new titties. The titties.
Do you have a picture? No.
Yes, I'll show you after. They look great on her.
No, my question is, with the way things are going now with girls, is like you no longer have that girl that just looks average. All these girls are like supersized. What are your thoughts on that? Are you okay with that, or Hey, Chris, can you just tap that, please? There's something there. What are your thoughts on that? Like these girls with these changing of their bodies and the altering. Do you think it's gone too far, or are you okay with
the
it?
BBLs? Yes. Yeah. I'm a very like do what you want to do, but I really do feel like it's trendy right now, right? So I'm more of the person. Of course, I want a big old booty. I want to look like these girls on IG, but I also feel like it's important to love yourself. Yeah. And I think that me personally, that won't make me love myself more. Like if I really want to, I'll get like a push-up bra, or some booty pads. If it's really, do some work on Facetune or whatever. But yeah, we recently had that topic on air where Simon Cowell, he's regretting a lot of the Botox he got done.
Okay.
Because it made his face look so crazy. And I haven't got anything done on my face, but a lot of girls my age have been getting preventative Botox and this and that done. And I'm kind of like, I want to see how far I can go until then. And I also want people that look up to me or that look at my stuff to think, hey, she's normal. She looks like a regular girl. Like Crystal doesn't have to get it done. I don't need to get it done. I kind of want to be an example of that way, but I'm not putting down girls that do that. Like, I think that everyone do what you want to do, queen. Yeah. But I feel like the real happiness comes from inside.
And that's awesome that you think that way, because you do have a fan base and you're out there. And if because some of these Botox for men and women,
it's getting crazy.
You change your whole, like I don't recognize this.
You don't know that person, and that's what made me ask you the question, because you strike me as the girl next door, the real cool girl next door. That you're very attractive, but you don't need all that, and it's like you don't see that no more. It's like all these girls are just like supersized. It's like, I mean, once you get past that, it's like,
and the bad thing about it
I'm
is
scared. I'm sorry, when they get older too. Like, how are you going to look when you get older? You got to maintain that. It's a process. So I just wanted to get your feedback, because it's different. Like when I talk to people in my circle, like in the upper 40s, they're like, oh no, it's they're not for it. But when I talk to the younger crowd, they're like, that it's okay, but in moderation though.
I'm cheap too. Like, I'm not gonna pay for that. Like,
well, that's why we're looking for a daddy for you. Definitely don't go fat. Stay Jewish. Jewish is the right path. You get a good lawyer, and he might spring for the boob job.
If you go fat, all you're gonna get is maybe a couple of tacos,
step kids,
and stretch marks. We're good for that.
That's so funny.
We got like 5 minutes left, but I want to make sure I get all your handles out there. Can you tell folks where they could find you, how they could reach you, and where they could, I guess follow you on is it YouTube? I know you have different social media things going on.
Yes, on everything you can find me at La Crystal Rosas. A lot of people think that LA is for LA. Like, nah, I'm not LA. Like, that's just So yeah, on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of it, La Crystal Rosas. And then my podcast, Crystal's Nightcap, sounds just how it spells. And my online boutique too, lacrystalrosas.com.
Okay. I love that. I love how she keeps her Latin present.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that. I love that. Continued success. God bless you and keep doing your thing.
No, absolutely. I was going to tell you, if you have time, go on her YouTube. Very funny. You are quite comical. Let me tell you.
Thank you.
If I'm being sarcastic, I got all the time in the world. If you have time.
He doesn't have a job, so that's why he'll be a bad hookup, broke. But he knows where all the good spots are.
Well, you put my business out there.
Oh my gosh. Well, I wanted to say to you guys, thank you so much for reaching out to me. You guys are doing an incredible job, and giving platform to our gente is like so important right now and forever.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And so what you guys are doing is so great. I brought a present.
Oh
I
my
had
God.
to
No,
bring
you
a
didn't.
present.
Wow.
It's nothing
Chris,
crazy.
There'll be some
No,
tacos.
listen.
It's almost. I had to bring y'all some
Oh my
cute.
God.
no.
Thank you so much.
You are the best. Look at you.
Yeah.
And we only gave her a bottle of water, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
She comes with Patron.
Shout out.
Oh, you are the best.
Yeah.
Shout out to-
Thank you.
What's your name, buddy? Shout out to Justin. Justin,
Yeah.
I like that
shirt.
shirt.
Yeah,
That shirt is
is
fire.
nice.
He's the best.
That's
Justin's
fine.
the best.
Yeah.
He's my little bodyguard.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
are-
guys.
Listen, and really, thank you for the time and being so generous and open to come on the show. It was,
No, of course.
really amazing. Because she just got off work, Chris. She worked I know it couldn't have been easy coming across the
wasn't too
Brooklyn
bad.
Bridge.
Yeah, I've never been here before, and it's really
Oh.
sweet. And there was a homeless man, and he was like, "Can I get a quarter?" I'm like, "What can you buy with a quarter? A quarter? Ask me for $10."
No, they that's how they get you. They get a quarter when you go in your pocket. Hey, you look like you got a 20. Let me
They're
tell
hustling
you.
me.
You know what? I'm gonna give you a gift now. Here,
No,
This is so you
a
could-
quarter.
so you can deal with homeless men.
Yo, what I told you about that.
Do not pay me.
Oh my God.
No.
Dude, you're gonna get in trouble.
No. This is fine. This is what we do.
What is
Listen,
it?
how much was that Patron bottle?
That-
No,
Open it.
Okay, I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna see what it is. This is fake.
Yeah.
Oh hell no! Y'all can't around.
You gotta walk in New York with fake money. You just give it out.
Actually, that's a good point. I need you guys to sign this. I need y'all to sign these.
we will.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the lovely Crystal Rosas.
La Crystal Rosa.
La Crystal Rosa.
Yes.
You can find her every Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 or something.
Yes.
2 to 6 on
Z100,
I
New York's #1 hit music
Look at you.
station.
Right now.
Look at that. We had a true professional. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
We'll cook for him. Can you shout Breeze Shooters podcast? I'm not gonna shout it.
Yeah, every day that's you and me. All day that's us, boo. Came through with that new thing. See, I don't know why I trust you. Crazy now, I'm just too on. Maybe now I'm just too gone. Maybe now I'm just looking for that same vibe that you on. Cause I'm out here with my boys, going crazy in this bitch overseas.